So the last video here I did yesterday, I was placing this with pattern wheel. Again, and 15-20 feet from camera. Change some settings up because the last video I recorded took like 18 hours to upload. So I've been going back for the directions, freaking out. Is it taking so long? I think I have my frame per second. And the camera's at 60, and the software I'm using, Corel Video Studio Ultimate, was set at 30. So now I'm using the OBS software that came with my capture card, and I have that set at 30 frames per second, and I have the camera set at 30 frames per second. So I'm going to see if I can the upload speed. If the upload speed is unencumbered, is fast, it's quick, an hour, not 2 hours, not 18 hours, you're going to see a lot more videos. Hopefully, two a day that happens. So, new frame rate, different software. And yesterday, I showed you the book I'm using, and pattern, or the garment that I knocked off. Still 10 from yesterday. What I'm going to now pin out, trace the spiked pattern with a pencil, cut out that pattern, and this one. Slap it on a piece of white paper or a piece of brown wrapping paper, or chew it up, measure it, chew it up, and then make a pattern, make a I don't know if I'll make one fell swoop. It's 30:53 West Coast time. So what I want to do is I want to record anywhere from an hour to 2 hours. And I'm going to do this 30 minutes. That's what I should do. Timer. So timers, alarms. I put a stopwatch. Just let it go. Put on a timer and let it go. I'm going to set my timer for 30 minutes. See how much I can get done in 30 minutes. So as I work on my fem voice, what I'm going to do is work for 30 minutes, upload it, see how long it takes to upload. Like I said, if the upload is quick and easy without frustration, you're going to see a lot more videos. But right now I'm going to take these pins, these patterns with a pencil, cut them out, and slap them on paper. Starting now, 30 minutes. Can't see that. So, I have to later go back on YouTube and link, find out how, and find out how to all counts together. Yeah, edit. I'm not doing any. I don't know why I'm doing this again. I already put a line on here yesterday. Curve. It's a pretty good fit for the back. The arm. I am going to use a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Hip curve for the front. Bodice. This one looks better. Could this be me? Ah. Probably is me. And again, the garment was all stressed out. So also what I want to do is I want to make this longer. My torso was a tad bit longer. So that is the back. I didn't put a line. There's a line right there I didn't put in. I need to put that in. Let's see how this pans out. fabric scissors, paper scissors. Never the two shall teat on fabric and paper. That's the back. This is the front. "25 minutes. You guys can't see that, can you? I'll work on that visual. That's the back. So you guys see. I know if I adjust the camera and angle it down, but then you won't be able. Not that you need to look at me. I just was during rust bus. Putting a mug on screen. There, side. And that's the back piece I talked about yesterday. That is the same as this one right here. I'm gonna save this for something, I don't know. Need new scissors. And tissue paper from the Blick Art store. And I believe I got particular hole in Berkeley, at the Berkeley Blick Art Center, not the one in San Francisco. And I need more. I hope this video comes out. I'm down up quickly. There it is. There's the back. There's the front. I was supposed to name a thing and I didn't do that. Back. Back. I will show you the markings, how I do this, the way I was taught in school, so you can follow along and know what the freak I'm talking about. right side back. Sorry about that. Yeah, I really got to get that visual because right side, right side back. I know I can't see this, but anyway. I'm looking for some color. No, you guys can't see that, can you? I have my glasses on for mine. I think I put side back here. And this is the back, center back. Okay, you can't see that. I'm trying. I'm going to work on it. I'm going to get that out. Thank you, guys. Survey of historic costume. Okay. I'm starting to sweat. Slightly off. That's okay. That's why I have to true it up. And I'm going to do that by putting a slice in the middle. I'm going to measure this with my ruler. It is this piece is 17 3/4 divided by 2. I could do it on my phone, but I want to do it in my head. It's 8 and 8 is 16. 8 and 8 and 8 and a half would be 17. So oh, I'm sorry, that's 13. That's not 17, that's 13 inches. Oh, that would have been a big mistake. 12 3/4 inches. So that's 6 and a half and 12 3/4. That's about 6 and 5/8. 6 and a half would be 13, and I'm at 12 3/4. So I'm going to say 1, 2, 6 and that's 3/16. That's 3/8. 1, 2, 6 and 3/8. I'm just guessing. No, 6 and 3/8. I'm just rushing this ball. I'm gonna ball it. I cut this in the middle and open it up because this piece is shorter than this. By about a 1/4 inch. So that means I have to go up an eighth of an inch on the top, an eighth of an inch on the bottom, and that would make it the same. Hence, the slice and spread method. Like I said, if my instructor came on here and saw me messing up, they probably wouldn't say anything, but you never know. They could pop up in my DMs, and then I would just be mortified. I could put this on here, to be perfectly honest with you. Or when I want to be. Sure could. I think I'm going to do that. Slash and spread, slash and spread. Slash and spread. There. I had the coolest instructors. You know, it was a trip. Some of the students said it would be cool to tell me bad shit about my instructors. That's I love my instructors. I used to wonder how people thought it was okay. And they would say the most, some of them, not a lot of them, some of them would say the most darndest things. And I'd be saying to myself, why are you telling them? Why are you telling them? And I could go back and tell them. I never did it, though. It was a trip where people would come up to you, other students, and just, so was this and so was that. One of my fellow students told me he wanted to punch one of my instructor down. I was like, you foul. I mean, I was foul. And told people, like, it was a thing to do, like it was okay. The thing about it is, he didn't know I actually admired the instructor. Okay, I told you it was a he. He didn't know I admired the instructor. And I was dang to tell the instructor, but I didn't. So I'm gonna take this on here, and it's gonna be 1/4 of an inch. I don't want my instructors popping up in my DMs. Oh, shit. After they would, but you never know. I need to get out my good glasses. Instructors, they would teach us this stuff. Like Judy, she would teach us this stuff. That way, when you put your body oils on the tape, and then when you take it off, it's reusable tape, as opposed to when you put the tape on the paper, you snatch it off, it tears or takes a layer off. Well, this way it won't do that. You can reuse this. that's why I love my instructors. They were so cool. I don't know, hey, or if they thought I was weird, but like I said, they my so I was happy. Voila! You can't see it. I'm gonna get a piece of colored paper. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm coming. Have these tools. I'm gonna use them. No, see that. That's gonna work out nice. Yeah. I just wish the camera was closer. Oh yeah, that would work nice. So um clean it up. Actually, the back I did, that was overkill. Perfect, perfect. No biggie. So there it is. That's the piece. And that's the back. And when I line them up now, perfectamundo. I went to school at night. It took me 25 years. I went off and I didn't think I was going to go to school to begin with. And then when I did, I didn't think I was going to finish. But after like 3.5 years, I was like, why not? When I got to year 4, I was like, I'm going to get this degree. So, yeah. And like I said, my instructors were cool. So, one club here. Don't mind me. I think scrap. Scrap paper. Brown wrapping paper. The grain is going up. I can see it. You guys can't see the grain on that I have 11 there. About that. I'm going to do. God, I wish I had work in my ankle. So you guys can see. But of course, I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to show you what I do. I didn't put the grain on this one. so I could actually be going in the wrong direction, literally, or in reverse, because it's going up and down. The reason I'm mentioning brain line, I love Gallup. Follow him on social media. He's on Instagram. He's a fashion instructor, and he said, he told the class told me class that, I can't remember if he said it was rumored or it was actual truth. But designers, when they design in major houses, out patterns, fabric, everything goes in one direction. Because, I did put the direction. It's in the right direction. Blah 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 blah. If you have your directions, the layout of the paper going one way, and then you put it on fabric going in the opposite direction, you can actually be off. That's what my instructor told me, so that's what I'm going with. I'm going to take this enough that half inch seam allowance and to shove it up. I could actually use both pieces, but I'm just going to use this one. There. This is the next one. Oops. Get that body oil on there. I might take this off because I'm sweating. I have two patterns, so when you get started making your clothing, you can actually go through a lot of tape. I really want this on. Oops. Okay. I need my water. That should be enough. It usually isn't. It really is. She used to call it magic tape. because they have that kind of tape where you can take it off and reuse it again. Even when I thought my instructors were kind of shady, I still passed all my classes. So I can't say I was treated bad. Especially as a queer person, because we're always like, everyone's out to get us, everyone's out to get us. I can't say that to my instructors. They may have been. Oh shit. That was 30 minutes. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm gonna keep going. Yep, like I said, it's never enough. That's just the first pattern. The front. Anyways, like I said, I passed all my classes. So graduated with a 3.5. I was looking at a resume today because I am looking for a job, a daytime job. I graduated with a 3.5. I thought it was 3.4. So and sexy squat about bench strike. I think I want to, but like I said, they probably could have been. Yesterday the day before yesterday. Today's Thursday, maybe Tuesday. I did the other video. What was yesterday? Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. I graduated, so I can't say that they were out to get me. They treated me wrong. Even though back then they thought, and I've been thinking that along the line for a while. I cannot actually say that they treated me, bad. Or they were racist or transphobic or anything like that. There. Peace. Now going to needed a sleeve actually. That's the back, that's the front. That's the front. I'm a half-inch seam allowance on them. Uh-oh. There were a lot of students who came up to me and told me, stuff about the instructors, just like 2 or 3. I wanted to wait, and I'll tell you no, wait. I need to get started anyway here. Anyway, that was, to me, I don't know, when I went back, I felt safe. Even though I thought I didn't have a lot of confidence in myself. I mean, what was I doing back in school? The funny thing is, I went to a Transgiving celebration. It's in Oakland, at the Oakland LGBTQ Center. And I was sitting there by my lonesome contemplating how I was going to get my product out. At the time, I had I still have it down there. I had submitted a heat cold wrap, which is what this is for. But this was for the knee and the back and the shoulders, and I one for the knees already, it's shovel ready, as they say. All I have to do is get it into production and get it into stores. And I went to a place called, and they shot me down. They were afraid of being sued. Have you ever been to Walgreens, Safeway? And and gone to their first aid aisle. They have those heat cold system. It just banded the lens and all that. Well, I had made this one ragged. It's kind of cool though. This is right side because there's pockets there. I sent one to my brother back in the day, and he said I should put Velcro in it because when he put the eye bag in there, heat cold bag, it might slide out. So I put Velcro on these. And I made these. And what this does is it's just tight. So when you put the bags in on your knee, then this could around and use the tension strap here. You guys know what this right? Secure it. You put you in there. This is the back, and this would be on the front side of the knee. And I took it in, sent it in to them, and they said this company, who specializes in helping small business, underserved communities, minority communities, well, we can't do that. We might sue. Hot cold wraps. I got this from Safeway, Pack and Save to be exact. It has 3 wraps in it. I did a report in the Fashion business class. I took Paul Gallo. I got an A on my report. I got it in here somewhere. This is one of them, and it's just I can't even remember what this type of fabric is called, but this is one of them. It's flimsy. I'm not putting Pack and Save down. At the bottom there, say safe. Right there, it their Safeway. What you can see, it says Safeway. This is their brand. Here is another one. It's got a foam. So more pocket there. I've had this for about 6, 7, 8, 9 years. I went back to school in 2013. 10 years. And this is even more durable. Same thing as the last one, but the stretch. But you can see it's basically the same. It's just it has this. I think this was, I don't know, $9, $10 for all three. And this is Safeway. I say the name of the organizations, they claim to help underserved communities and people who are starting out, and they turned me down. Read. Reusable. This is just for one knee. Turn me to this and they might get sued. Of course, I was crushed. So this is shovelry. Like I said, I sent it to my brother. He said, you put your in there. So that's what I did. Here's another color, same kind, as you can see. The flaps on it and everything. With the Velcro in it. That's another one. Very amateuristic. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. I took these in Wendy Miller when I went to the Thanksgiving dinner, and I was thinking about how to get my product out, because I almost said the name. This organization turned me down, and I was like, I don't want to know my job anymore. So I was trying to get out of that place, and I submitted this to the company, and they said, no, we're afraid we're going to get sued. The Safeway can put out this flimsy. No shade, no cap, no tea to Safeway. But mine is more durable. And I was sitting there on a bench, and everyone was talking and eating and stuff. And this woman came over to me, a trans woman. Her name is Miss Bob. And she said, "Well, what do we do?" This old white trans woman, shaved head. And we got to talking, and I was telling her about my product and how I got turned down. I didn't know how I was going to get it out. And she said, a catalog from 2012. You need to go back to school. I didn't think I was going back to school. I took it home and set it to the side, and it was November, of course. I think about it, and next thing I know, I was trying to register. Come to find out, I had registered almost 4 or 5 years earlier. I was in transition, and I had changed my name. I was in the process because I changed my name until after the first semester. So I was trying to register, but I forgot that I was already on record here, and I was trying to register. And lo and behold, my name pops up. When I went into, and forgot my email, forgot my password, they sent it to me, and I was like, oh shit, I'm already registered. So anyway, that got me back in school, and then Julie, the woman who said, told us about the magic tape. I told you I love my instructions. I started by my design. I think Jill Giordano as well, and both of them said you need to tighten it up. I like my design. So, This is what schooling will for you. That is what schooling will do. That is my instructors telling me to tighten my XYZ up. Get your boom together. So from that to this, that's a small. So look at that. So this is shovelry. So I have my muslin samples. It's too far in here to find the product. Baby, that's what school will do for you. That's what school will do for you. And it's done because I went to schools, because I asked my instructors and they said, tighten your game up. That's actually a large, like a basketball player, a football player. And the bags that I showed in the last one, I showed you the ice block. These are the bags that are going to go in. Cold bags. So I'm going to put these bags also in the vest for the heat. And I'm going to run. Yeah, for the heat. I'm going to put these in for heat to hit this area right here. Because I got it. I got the love handles on the back. It's right here. And then my pack. So I'm going to make two of these. I have those ice blocks I showed you guys the other day. I'm going to use those for the cold. And I'm going to put those into another vest. And I'm going to see if convert this white fat, the bad fat, into brown fat, and then sweat it off. But yeah. Thank me. Said, from this, it's for the knees, but I also have designs for a shoulder one. It's still in the, I haven't designed it yet. This is for the shoulder. Go around. Probably needs to be ironed. But I still got it though. It's for the shoulder. One for the foot. Ankle. Cute. This is one of the, this is this generation. Or elbow, shoulder, elbow, or foot, or ankle. This was the intermediate one, which is so cool. Oh, I know why I didn't stick with this. I counted them. There are 33 pieces in this 33 pieces, 33 or 34 pieces in this mug. I mean, yeah. So I was like, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Other than the Velcro, about 7 pieces, maybe 8 pieces. But I had to go to school and I had to learn mine. Since you have to go to school. I did. I taught myself how to sew, but I didn't know all that I thought I knew. And Miss Bob gave me that catalog. I didn't even think I was gonna go. And then she said, speak to one of the instructors because you said you already know how to sew. Because I hadn't showed Miss Bob my stuff. She said, but if you know how to sew already, make an appointment and speak to one of the counselors there, or one of the instructors. And I went and I set up an appointment, and I spoke with Wendy Miller. And she was going over my stuff, and she was like, and I hadn't made these yet. I made these after I went to school. I made these before I went to school. And she looked at it and she said, they have introduction to sewing, which basically teaches you how to turn on the machine. And thread the machine, and fix your mistakes if they're done incorrectly. Just real basic mechanics. And then they have instruction 1A, instruction A and C, and she put me in instruction A, and I wanted to go to B so because I thought I was all that. She knew what she was doing though, so I skipped intro, went straight into A, and waited 5 minutes later. I have my stuff here, so if you guys want to see me go all the way from start to finish, stick around. I didn't expect to go through all that, but I might have to pull this out for another session one day, maybe. Yeah. I need my fan. Ooh, mama. Sweating like a pig. Anyways, that's what this is for. I'm going to put pouches, like pouches on these, and one vest is going to be for heat wraps, heat pouches when I run, and then the other vest is going to be for cold. If you watch my first video, there are peer-reviewed papers they have indicated or claim that the strenuous activity, it can heat up fat, and after that activity is done with, if you subject it to cold, like you see the athletes jump into a bath of cold water, you can into brown fat, and if you keep exercising and working out, you can eventually sweat off that fat. How much faster? But it can be done, they say. That's what I'm after, to get rid of this. And then I said that in the other videos. This is an experiment. I'm not saying it's going to work, but I got to play with those. So there's the first one, the seam allowances. Not perfect, so I have to true it up and make sure everything is copacetic. Actually, I should have a 40-degree angles, literally. And I said, uh-oh, it's because over here I kind of goofed up. I don't know how I'm going to fix that. Add to it, actually. So, 45 degree angle added. That's the back. Now for the front. I am going to finish this up, and I'm going to get off of here and see if I can how long it takes to load this on my back tomorrow or later on. Again, I'm just getting back into the swing, and I didn't think I was going to be doing this. I don't mind. I just did not think I was doing so. That's all I'm saying. But it's cool though. It's cool. Trying to put my 45-degree angles in. Go. That 90-degree angle. You know what I mean. Just be good to me. I saw this Instagram post today. I think I say Instagram. Gotta love. How about that? If I go to my settings. Be fucking impossible and be fucking impossible to ignore. Be fucking impossible to ignore. Not by being loud, by being denied. Let your work speak so loud they not look away. Let your discipline slap harder than doubt. Show up consistently, so unapologetically, that even the ones who can counted you out have no choice but to pay attention. You don't need approval. You need impact. You don't fit in. You need to stand the fuck out. The profanity. Make noise through action. Make waves through persistence. And they ask you did it, tell them, I didn't ask for attention. I earned it. That's what I've been working on for forever. But that's why I said if I can get this these videos to load without much trouble, because I have been having, like I said, the last video I did, I uploaded, took like 18 hours, and that's demoralizing. My couple of videos, one though I put on YouTube took 2 days, literally 2 days, 2.5 days to upload. I'm needing to get my get this squared away so I don't have to I'm not waiting a day for something to upload. And I think it was we've been researching on YouTube why, and one of the things they keep mentioning is frames per second. Then there's driver, bit rate, and all that stuff. So that's what I'm working on right now. My frames per second. So we're going to see this is sloppy. I need to get this to see if I get my videos to load faster. That's why I'm doing this as quick as I can. I know it's been over an hour. Right. Once I figure out how to upload my videos, that don't take all of 8 hours now, I'm gonna go nuts. I want to get these vests done because I'm thinking about this idea for a hot minute. Back. So, there. Okay. I'm going to see if I can upload this. Depending on how fast it uploads, I'm back for another video tonight. Same size. That truing. Thank you. Next video. Bye.